Being a successful person is not necessarily defined by what you have achieved, but by what you have overcome. Hello there. Welcome to another edition of Jamaica Magazine. It's Tuesday, the 17th day of September. I'm your host, Adrian Atkinson. Coming up in today's show, highlight of the ODPEM Resilient Roofing Expo in St. Elizabeth. We'll have that and more, but first, let's take the news.
Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, September 10, 2024. The Maritime Authority of Jamaica, MAJ, in collaboration with the Port Authority of Jamaica, is taking significant steps to implement a maritime single-window system. This initiative aims to streamline the processes for the arrival, stay, and departure of ships at Jamaica's ports. MAJ Director General Bertrand Smith made the announcement during a JIS think tank on Friday. He explains that Jamaica is taking steps towards becoming a signatory to the 1965 Convention of the Facilitation of Maritime Traffic. A key requirement of the FAL Convention is the digitalization of maritime procedures through a centralized platform for electronic ship clearance.
We can electronically clear ships. Ships need to be cleared by customs, by PICA, by Ministry of Health, and others before they can come to a berth.
The Director General says the benefits of the maritime single window are twofold, as the system will also reduce emissions.
We want to remove the paper-based system to go to an electronic system, which will allow for faster turnaround times and reduction in emissions because the ships no longer have to wait to get a berth.
Since January 1, 2024, member states of the International Maritime Organization that are party to the FAL Convention are required to use a single centralized digital platform or maritime single window to collect and exchange information with ships that call at a port. Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce, Senator Aubin Hill, reveals that the government is aiming to train 3,000 engineers to increase local capacity in this field. This is to capitalize on the more than $500 billion of public investment planned for over the next 5 years.
We have one for every 3,300, and we're not even close. You see what we need. But right now, until they come, wholly for work for engineers, these projects, long dreamed of by others, are now being planned and executed by the Andrew Holness administration, underscores the transformative power of engineering.
Senator Hill was addressing the opening of the 2024 Engineers Week Conference and Expo hosted by the Jamaica Institution of Engineers on Monday. The event is being held under the theme, Engineering, Preserving a Legacy, Embracing Sustainability, and Driving Technology, pointing to the many investments planned and taking place for road, housing, schools, water and sewerage infrastructure, public parks, police and fire stations, tax offices, courthouses, and many more. The minister says the demand for engineers is ever increasing.
And every step of the way, engineers are involved. Because in government, we can't do any work without we have good engineers in there and professional engineers. Engineering lies at the core of modern infrastructure development in any country, and certainly in our nation. Creates linkages that will continue to drive economic growth, enhance the country's technical skills, facilitate exports, I'll talk to you about that a little bit, and improve the standard of living for very many Jamaicans.
7 members of the judiciary have been sworn in to serve as judges in the Court of Appeal and the Supreme Court. The appointments were made by Governor General Sir Patrick Allen during a ceremony yesterday. 2 were appointed acted judges of appeal, 1 as puisne judge, 3 as acting puisne judges, and 1 as acting master in chamber. While congratulating the appointees, the Governor General saluted them for their wisdom, patience, and steadfast commitment to justice.
Taking your judicial oath today is not simply a formality. It reflects a commitment to serving the country with integrity. Judges are revered for upholding principles of independent judgment, resisting improper influences, while maintaining the highest ethical standards in all these matters.
Responding on behalf of his colleagues, Justice Kisak Leng said they were honored to be allowed to serve their country and play their part in nation building.
We undertake to discharge our duties judiciously and impartially in accordance with the oaths we have taken. In doing so, we will be decisive and firm, but also balanced, respectful, and empathetic.
The Ministry of Education and Youth has announced a groundbreaking initiative to integrate artificial intelligence, AI, and adaptive technology into school curriculums. The move is part of the ministry's broader efforts to modernize Jamaica's education sector while preserving core educational values. Senior Director for Information and Communications Technology in the ministry, Tyrone Anderson, made the announcement during a recent AI Web3 pedagogy seminar in Kingston. He was representing Portfolio Minister Favor Williams. Mr. Anderson emphasizes that while the ministry embraces technological advancements, the foundational principles of education remain unchanged.
As we take this leap, we are not discarding the foundational values that define education, the warmth of human understanding, the personal touch of a dedicated teacher, and the lifelong mentorship that extends far beyond the four walls of a classroom.
He stresses that the ministry has already made significant strides in integrating AI into Jamaica's education system.
We have developed draft policy guidelines for the use of AI in schools and have embarked on extensive training initiatives. Teachers, school leaders, and even students are being equipped to harness the power of AI to optimize their workflows and enhance their lesson planning.
In addition, Mr. Anderson points out that AI-powered tools are having a profound impact on students with disabilities, making education more accessible and personalized. And finally, the University of Technology, UTech, has officially launched its Open School of Lifelong Learning and Professional Development. Located at its main campus in Papine, the new Open School aims to provide specialized programs for secondary learners with limited access to traditional educational pathways. This initiative will cater to a diverse range of students, both locally and internationally, while also addressing the evolving needs of businesses and organizations. During the launch, Minister of Education and Youth, Favor Williams, lauded UTech for its forward-thinking approach.
Today, we mark not just the opening of a new arm of UTech, but the beginning of a transformative journey. We know that the world is changing rapidly, so the ability to adapt and grow is not just a valuable asset, it is a necessity.
Minister Williams emphasized that the new school's mission aligned with the government's goal of expanding educational opportunities for all Jamaicans.
We believe in the power of education, not only as a transformative tool, but we also believe that it is a basic, fundamental human right for every fellow Jamaican.
The UTech Open School is structured into 4 key components. The UTech Academy provides pre-university education through interventions such as the 6th Form Pathway Program and offers CSEC and CAPE subjects. The UTech Executive Education offers corporate training in areas such as management, leadership, marketing, sales, strategy, and business analytics. The third component, Professional Studies, focuses on STEM fields, offering short courses and professional certifications. And the Tech Skills program delivers technical short courses in emerging fields like cybersecurity, data science, artificial intelligence, robotics, and computer programming. And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.
pensioners are our society's backbone, and we want to make sure they are cared for. That is why the annual pension exemption and age relief exemption has been increased to $250,000 each. You have worked hard for your country, and we want you to have a little more peace of mind in retirement. Your government is caring for you.
The proceeding was brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
It's that time again when we review some of the important decisions taken at the Office of the Prime Minister in the past week.
As Jamaica continues to navigate the increasing challenges posed by both natural and man-made disasters, we must commit ourselves to a pathway of resilience.
With that said, on Tuesday, Prime Minister Andrew Holness announced the establishment of a Disaster Risk Management Review Committee, DRMRC. The team will provide the government with a more comprehensive assessment of the country's critical infrastructure in the face of natural disasters. These include water supply systems, electricity grids, telecommunication networks, transportation routes, medical services, and community preparedness.
These sectors are crucial in maintaining stability in times of crisis, and any failure in these areas can have widespread consequences. The Beryl experience highlighted the urgent need to enhance our resilience. This means that we must stand ready to respond swiftly and effectively to safeguard lives and livelihoods and our critical infrastructure.
According to Mr. Holness, the mandate of the committee includes a vulnerability assessment to ensure that critical infrastructures remain operational during a disaster. In addition, the committee will evaluate emergency services to ensure they are equipped to respond quickly and efficiently to crises. The body will also provide recommendations for improving national and local disaster risk response frameworks, ensuring better coordination between agencies.
The work of the DRMRC is not just about addressing the immediate risks posed by disasters, but about building a culture of resilience in Jamaica that prepares us for the future. The ultimate goal is to ensure that our infrastructure services and communities are equipped to handle any challenge, ensuring the continued safety and well-being of Jamaicans, and indeed the continuity of government in the face of any serious natural disaster challenge.
The Disaster Risk Management Review Committee is being led by Major General Anthony Anderson. The other members include Dr. Paris Liwayi Jr., Jonathan Brown, and Trudy Deans.
Together, this team brings a wealth of expertise and experience and will guide our efforts to build a more resilient Jamaica. We must now be comparing ourselves to what is likely to happen in the future and the gaps that we are seeing now.
As Jamaica continues its support for Haiti, a 24-member contingent is now in that country as part of a multinational security mission. The team left the island on September 12. As Minister of Defense, Prime Minister Andrew Holness gave notice of the decision.
To provide command, planning, and logistics support. The deployment is comprised of 20 JDF personnel and 4 JCF personnel to assist the Haitian state to achieve a reasonable level of security and facilitate the holding of elections.
Mr. Holness reminded of steps taken to get to this point. It included a fact-finding mission to Haiti by CARICOM in February 2023. This resulted in an agreement for Jamaica to host and train members of the Haiti National Police Force with the support of Canada. In May last year, CARICOM also appointed an Eminent Persons Group, EPG, to represent the community's facilitation of the government of Haiti and stakeholders. The EPG's first meeting with Haitian stakeholders was held in June 2023 in Jamaica. Representing CARICOM a month later, Prime Minister Holness reminded the UN Security Council of the urgent need to pass a resolution giving effect to the multinational security mission. This was passed in October 2023. Fast forward to March 2024, and with support of the United States and Canada, training began for CARICOM security forces to be deployed as part of the multinational security mission to Haiti.
I wish to thank the members of the security forces who will be deploying to Haiti, and I wish them well, and obviously we pray for their safety and security. I also want to acknowledge the support of our international partners, the US and Canada in particular, and the work of CARICOM in supporting the process in Haiti.
According to Mr. Holness, Jamaica has a national security interest in the situation in Haiti, with it being one of our closest neighbors. He asserts that this is in our best interest to support a long-lasting resolution to the problems in Haiti.
The security forces continue in a state of readiness to support further deployment towards our overall commitment as the mission in Haiti is scaled up. Jamaica has close fraternal ties to the people of Haiti, and we stand in solidarity with them.
And that's it for Jamaica House Weekly. Be sure to join us next time for more of the news stories coming out of the Office of the Prime Minister.
Are you a PATH or Wards of the State applicant? Then this video is for you. Guess what? You are not required to pay an application fee. And you automatically receive or granted aid of $60,000 upon your application submission for a targeted loan. For more SLB info, follow us on all social media platforms.
In the aftermath of Hurricane Beryl and in an effort to bolster community resilience against natural disaster, ADPEM hosted an informative expo in Black River, St. Elizabeth to enhance home protection. Let's have a look.
Did you hear about the government giving out roof straps?
Roof strap? What is that?
Roof straps to keep down the roof. We are still in the hurricane season.
Oh, yes, I saw some people doing it.
Resilience roofing is everybody's business. We need to go and get ours too.
So we're going to have to get some and some chaparral.
Okay.
The Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, ADPEM, recently held an expo in Black River, St. Elizabeth, encouraging persons to build disaster-proof roofs to protect their homes. Residents received hurricane roof straps and tarpaulins as part of the program. It's a continuation of the Resilient Roofing Program, which started in 2008 after Tropical Storm Gustav impacted parts of Jamaica.
We had damage in Jamaica then to about 1,500 houses on the eastern side. And so we did a project which was looking at resilient roofing, how to ensure that our citizens were paying critical attention to the aspect of putting in resilient roofing. Looking at what had happened with Beryl and the fact that persons are in the business now of reconstruction and retrofitting their roofs and putting on back their roofs, we thought it was necessary to bring back that information to the general public, to say to persons, in your roof repairs, ensure that you're building in resilience, that you're using hurricane straps and you're using the proper roof construction. So we thought it was necessary to come out to St. Elizabeth, given the impact in St. Elizabeth and the fact that, given the resilience of our people, persons are out there already putting on their roofs themselves.
Hurricane straps are metal connectors used during roof construction to reduce the risk of roofs being blown off in severe weather.
What we are doing here in Black River is the first in a series of what we would call information around the hurricane and what the government is doing and what the residents themselves can do in order to prevent, certain damage during the hurricane season. We still have a far way to go as it relates to what will happen for the remainder of the season.
It is hoped that this initiative will encourage more residents, not only in St. Elizabeth, but in other parishes to consider sustainable housing construction, especially when it comes to roofing.
In terms of hurricane resilience, to using hip or gable roofs are the better roof in terms of to minimize the impact of wind damage. So you will have a flat roof, and what will happen is that the wind will be able to get under the roof itself and lift up the zinc sheeting. So your hip roofs, and dependent on the degree of slope, it gives you a better resilience. So the wind literally blow into the roof itself and not getting under the roof.
We understand that there are a number of things outside of our control. So what you have to do is stay positive. And the people have remained positive despite suffering tremendous devastation. I mean, not only have their livelihoods been uprooted in terms of their agricultural enterprise, their fishing enterprise, but again, their homes. There's still so many people who have to be staying with family and friends because they cannot go back into their houses. I think sometimes we don't appreciate that when you lose your roof, you normally lose everything in the house. You lose your bed, your mattress, you lose everything. You lose the furniture. So to face that and still be positive, it really takes internal resilience.
Jamaicans must become more disaster conscious of where we live, how we build, and the risk that we take during this time.
How am I going to go to college? I can't find anybody to stand security for me. I mean, I could ask my aunt, but she's likely not going to want to do it. Let me ask her just in case. Hey, Auntie, do you know of anybody I could use to stand as guarantor for my student loan? I'm really struggling here.
Hey sis, what are you stressing about now?
Time is winding down and I need to find someone to stand as guarantor for my student loan. But everyone I ask can't seem to do it, and I don't know what to do now.
So hold on. You didn't know that the Students' Loan Bureau doesn't require a guarantor for the loan application?
Are you serious? That's amazing.
Yes, effective April 1, 2024, the Students' Loan Bureau no longer requires applicants to have guarantors. This applies to all SLB loan products. With SLB, you can make your dreams a reality. Visit our website at slbja.com for more details and follow all our social media platforms to be in the loop.
Let's not forget to appreciate all seniors. They have taught us invaluable life lessons. Here are some ways in which we can share and get involved in their day-to-day activities.
It's often said that children of a nation are its future. Conversely, a nation's progress is chronicled through its senior citizens. Seniors are the backbone and foundation of any successful society. It's on their work and achievements that we are building a brighter future for all our citizens. We want to continue to benefit from their contributions, and that's why we've compiled ways to engage and involve this invaluable segment of our society.
Did you know adults aged 60 years and older in Jamaica are called older adults?
Did you know that in some countries, one can be dubbed an older adult at age 50 or 65, depending on the laws of that country?
Have you heard? The world's population is aging. The World Health Organization has declared that by the year 2050, adults aged 60 years and older will number 2.1 billion.
Here in Jamaica, older adults are the fastest growing segment of the population, moving from 6.7% in 1960 to 12.6% in 2015.
That's why it is very important that we incorporate our seniors in the decision-making process to give advice on social issues as well as benefit from their labor. To capitalize on this effort, the United Nations and the World Health Organization have declared 2020 to 2030 as the decade of healthy aging. This simply means giving older adults the opportunity to be and do things they value throughout their life, while being free of disease and infirmity. In Jamaica, the National Council for Senior Citizens has earmarked the last week in September annually as Senior Citizens Week. The last Sunday in September is observed as Grandparents' Day, and every year on October 1, the world celebrates International Day of Older Persons. We want to incorporate our seniors in all that we do. Here's how you can get involved and be an ally to them.
If you are a caregiver or a family member, remember, incorporate the older adults in the decision making. For example, what to eat or what to wear.
Utilize their help in situations. Remember, they have lived through many hardships. We have had world wars, we have had disease outbreaks. Utilize their help.
Familiarize yourself with issues related to older adults. For example, the terminologies. What is gerontology? Gerontology is the science and comprehensive study of older adults and the issues concerning them. Healthy aging and good health is not just the absence of disease. However, it requires an opportunity for older adults to be active, to enjoy the things that they've always enjoyed doing, break the intergenerational gap. Seniors would love to be able to talk to you and have you listen to them.
Volunteer your time to seniors, be it in an old age home or an infirmary. Carve out some time to spend with an older family member.
Older adults have a sexual appetite. Don't discriminate.
Remember, seniors are adults. Don't treat them like a child. Don't abuse them.
Ask yourself the question, what can I do for an older adult today? Researchers. Studies show that most research do not involve older persons. Community leaders. Be an advocate for the older person in your community today. See to it that they are prepared for the social activities so they can go out and be participatory in what's happening in the community. Young people, what can you do? Just be there, be present, listen to their stories. Teach them the newer technologies that will allow them to communicate and stay in touch with family and friends that are far away. Just be there. Be available for our older adults today.
Seniors are our portal to the past, a guide to the future, and most important, a resource in the present. They are an invaluable part of our society. Let's treat them with the respect and love they deserve. For more information on Senior Citizens Week and how you can be a part of an older adult's life, call the National Council for Senior Citizens at 876-906-9277.
And that's it for today's edition of Jamaica Magazine. Remember, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Do join us again tomorrow for another informative show. In the meantime, you can visit our website at gis.gov.jm for more news you can use. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Stay safe.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.